Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Cozy back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content just like this.
This had a right fucking board, man.
This right here is an interesting statement. Check this out, y'all. He's saying, yeah, we're hearing about all the fires that are going on in California, but they're not showing nothing is on fire. But check out what my friend recorded in Santiago Creek yesterday, which is in California. Check this out. Yeah, look at this, y'all. This is in Santiago Creek in California. Y'all see what's going on here? Look at the clouds. Or smoke? I don't know, y'all. What do you, I mean, obviously you see fire coming over here, right? But it looks like it's being, created, for the lack of a better word. Now, this is strictly for entertainment purposes only, TikTok. I am, raising awareness. Look how red it's getting, y'all. Y'all see that? Look at that. Look how red it's gotten. Right? Look how red. Look at that. What the hell is going on? And now look at this. Look, and then here's a video from a further point of view. Here's the clouds coming out there. Look at that. Y'all see that? And then later on that evening, y'all, he caught this in the skies. A cloud looking like some type of demonic face. Look at that. And it looks like it's protruding through, like it's coming out of the sky and is looking down. And you see the plasma? Y'all see the plasma going on through the clouds? Shit crazy, y'all. Look at this. So yes, that is a very interesting statement. Now, I don't know what's going on in California, but I too thought it was weird that they're telling us that California is on fire, but they haven't been showing anything on fire in California. But once again, this video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I have no idea what I'm talking about, TikTok. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
They're trying to cancel these two because of what was just said on this podcast. Listen carefully to what they say at the end because you're not going to want to miss this.
I'll tell people about some stuff that I have no affiliation with. Neurogum is one of them. We always keep Neurogum in the studio. We go through 4 or 5 fucking boxes of that stuff.
And Neurogum really works?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh wow.
It's got theanine in it and caffeine and a couple other things. And what it does is it enhances your memory. It enhances your brain's ability to form sentences. And
whoa.
If I'm talking to a scientist, I'll take a shitload of them. I don't want any fogginess. I want to be like locked in.
So they're talking about the benefits of combining L-theanine and caffeine. Now, I did a lot of research on this, and you will not believe what I found. Watch this.
While caffeine can often cause jitters and anxiety, theanine has a calming effect. So in other words, theanine can actually counteract the negative effects of caffeine and increase the cognitive effects, improving things like focus, attention, and alertness when consumed together.
So not only can this be helpful for things like focus and attention, it can also be helpful for things like easing those nerves throughout the day. The reason you haven't heard about these guys yet is because these companies are doing everything they can to keep it that way. And that's because they make a lot of money by selling you cheap drinks that are not even good for you. Meanwhile, these have natural ingredients that studies show have a monster effect on your body and your mind. And each box comes with 6 packs that have 9 pieces of gum apiece, which means that's 54 pieces of gum for like 20 something bucks. So if you want to try this for yourself, you can grab a pack directly through the orange card below.
Have you ever heard of Neurogum? Personally, I've never heard of that until right now.
Hey, dude, when you said it is just cheaper to die. Hey. Hey, man, dude, listen. It's nothing to critique, man. Donnell hit all the things on the nose. Naeem said it. Look, I don't give a shit what's going on with me in my life, in my career, man. I'm a fan of stand-up comedy. And to see you come up here and do what you did today, it makes me feel great.
The Black Eyed People. How many of you ever heard of the Black Eyed People? Me personally, I've heard of them pretty much a lot doing these videos. And you definitely couldn't see his whites of his eyes. All you can see is blackness. Let me know what you think that represents.
This crack, which right now nobody knows how deep it is, opened up from one day to the other in Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. To her point, sometimes the ground moves all day and all night. People woke up to this crack, which is miles long. Look what it did to his livestock. He had several animals that fell in the crack and died there. He found these days, if not weeks later, when walking along the crack. In some parts, he could barely see the animal because it's not sitting like this on top of the crack. It's sitting way at the bottom of the crack. But with a flashlight, he was able to see that that's where some of his animals were. This is a farmer reporting on his land in Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico, where he woke up and the earth had split in two. Some sections were 6 to 12 feet apart. That's a huge animal. And do you see how he fits perfectly into the crack? Something is definitely going on. And there's a lot of movement on planet Earth. Mother Earth is mad.
That reminds me of the brother that moved to California, and now he's out there warning everyone to leave California. He said, y'all must leave, man. My father gave me a vision in a dream that told me that California will be flooded, allegedly. And people are not listening. Let me know what you think about that down below. Do you think is it just a coincidence, or does it go hand in hand now?
The reason that the government wanted to collect me was that after they had raided my property in 2012 in the jungle, shot my dog, abused me, destroyed $500,000 worth of my property over a bogus charge, I was pissed off. So I donated to many secretaries within the government laptop computers, really nice ones, that were preloaded with viral spyware. Within a week, the entire government computer system was under my control. I was watching, monitoring, listening. I was looking for information that they had set me up for that raid. I didn't find it. I did find out that the Minister of National Defense was the largest drug trafficker in all of Central America. The Minister of Immigration, the largest human trafficker.
We don't want to get killed by them either, so we're probably not going to
That's fine.
that.
That's fine.
There's this volcano in Antarctica that is spewing out $6,000 worth of gold a day. Now, I thought this was a rumor, but you got many people over there at this volcano right now. Check it out. They say these volcanoes release 80 grams of gold each day. And this would be the biggest volcano over in the Arctic. It's erupting gold. The South Pole holds some amazing secrets. So they have found gold spewing out of these volcanoes. Now these gold particles have also been found in the gases that is being released out of these volcanoes. So all of these gold particles will just shoot off in the sky. That will be found all through the snow. So you will have liquid gold coming out of these volcanoes. And you would also have gold particles dropping from out the sky. You know, they rushing over there for this gold. This is the gold rush all over again, family. Love and wholeness. Hope y'all like the lecture.
You think that could be real? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Or you think somebody made that up? Is it CGI or AI?
Blocks radio frequencies. And what are they trying to put out all over the place? Cell phone towers, so that they can come into your home. So when you get into copper, it actually blocks radio frequencies and works to help protect the body. So if you wear copper too, it helps to protect the body too. But don't want to tell anybody that. Got to sell them some DuPont plastic instead. People who are going against it are the people to keep you sick and poisoned and just keep you in a perpetual loop. That's all it comes down to. Honestly, like everything I've realized is people just want to keep people at a low frequency, not teach them about copper, not teach them about any of that stuff. It just keeps them in this perpetual loop of sickness. And I've had people who've reached out, they have taken copper and wrapped, for example, their arm, and all of their inflammation in their arm has gone away. It's cost like $2. They didn't have to take any weird inflammation pills that came with like 10,000 side effects, including none of that. All they had to do was get a little copper and then just wrap that area that they were feeling the inflammation, or their body sending out a signal that's saying there's a lot of inflammation and pain and too much electricity in this area, and the copper helps ground that and balance it out.
For the ones who may know and be curious, the crystal part is quartz crystal, because it draws in, attracts energy.
Bro, it seems like California is still going through it, y'all. Look at this. This is today in California. Y'all see how red it is over there, y'all? This video was taken at 2 p.m., y'all. 2 p.m. and it gets even more red than this. The lady said you can see ashes falling out of the sky. Check this out.
They shouldn't be out here, but that first video was recorded at like 2 o'clock. It is now 4 o'clock, and there's ashes everywhere.
Y'all see how red it is? Look at that. Look at that. It literally looks like a scene out of a movie. Here go another one over here, y'all. Check this out.
Look at this shit. You see this side, but it's blowing over. I had to like literally dash in the house. You see how this ash? I had ash falling on me, bro.
Y'all see that? Look at the sun. Y'all see that? That look crazy, man. And then the wildfires going out. You can see the black smoke, the sun right there. It's crazy. You can barely see the sun. Wow. Man, what a time to be alive, man. California got the red sun and Florida got the blue sun. I showed y'all the blue sun is in Florida. I mean, look at this. This is where I'm at in Florida. We got the blue sun. Look. Look at that. You can see the blue all around that. And not to mention all the colors of the rainbow, right? California got the red sun and we got the blue sun. How is that possible? Why aren't we seeing the same suns in the same places?
We know in science that there's more than one dimension. This is what they say now. All of them say it. There's more than one dimension. My question is, do you not think there might be something living in that dimension? This is where the dangers of technology like CERN we don't fully understand. I think they may be opening wormholes to parallel dimensions where that demonic realm may be able to come into our realm with their powers. The power to shapeshift, the power to travel faster than the blink of an eye and bring you back objects. We know this from Solomon. They helped Solomon construct his temple. He used to command the demonic realm to jump into the deepest parts of the ocean and bring out pearls the size of tennis balls. He decorated his temple with these jewels. We know that they can shapeshift from the story of Cain. We know that they can inspire thought and attack us, what you would call telepathy, to project thoughts into our minds. That little cartoon with the angel and the devil on your shoulder, that's real. They follow us everywhere we go. They know how we think, they know what we talk, they know what we speak. It's that thought that you think is yours. It's not.
Now, remember when I was telling y'all in the last video about the portals and the demonic interdimensions or the interdimensional beings? Yeah, being demons. There we go. There's proof of that right there.
Y'all didn't know they got bases all in the water and everything. But see, the bases in the water are a little bit different because the bases in the water, that's where the grays mainly live. I don't think a lot of people knew that, but the bases in the water, the grays mainly live out there. The bases that's under the ground is where the reptilians mostly live. But the grays mostly live in the water. That's why there's a lot of ancient aliens or History Channel episodes coming out about USOs, unidentified submerged object. They call them USOs or whatever, unidentified submerged object. Those be grays.
Come on now, you get.
So they will be talking about the plant kingdom. These plants will have their own personality and look like a human being.
Man, y'all can't tell me they ain't look like a person doing yoga and stuff like that. A person with a bulb head. Like when I say a bulb, for the people who know about plants and flowers, like the bulb is the, you know what I mean.
And if you look close, you will see a face staring back at you. These plants will be called monkey orchids. And if you notice, these plants will have the same faces as monkeys. This is no CGI, family. This is the real thing. This rare flower holds so many surprises and geometry. These plants out in nature would resemble monkeys. The petals on the flower will mimic our animals.
I mean, y'all can't tell me they look like a little cute baby monkey head. A little cute baby monkey with the alfalfa hair.
This flower is a natural masterpiece. You don't see stuff like this every day. You can find these flowers deep in the rainforest of Ecuador and Colombia, and they will call this plant the Dracula.
This one has to be CGI, man. This can't be real.
Leucemia, but it's kind of obvious why we named this plant the monkey orchid. It is said that this plant have developed complex shapes, which is the monkey face, in order to lure in insects during pollination. The plant kingdom is very intelligent. They have a conscience as well. We will be talking more about the plant and animal kingdom. I hope y'all like the lecture. Love and wholeness.
It's crazy how people...
I'll tell you what, man. God's creations are God's creations, man. They're very unique, including the plant life, not just the living thing. Well, plants are living, not just like the animals like us, but the plants too. They're very, very, very unique.
You finding these structures like in the middle of the woods, yo. Now, you know what I was thinking, y'all? Remember how they were saying that everything that was prehistoric was bigger? No diddy? So wouldn't it have meant, right, that people back then was husky too, was big as shit, you feel me? All over the planet, you can see different structures of like giant people, yo. Giant people, giant trees, like y'all know what I'm saying. We've been seeing it. I really believe back then when the Great Flood happened, I really feel like they got wiped out and was buried, yo. This is like a couple before they went through it, you feel me? Look at it, you can see that joint, like they was looking up at something. Someone also found like the face on the side of the snowy hills. I keep trying to tell y'all, yo, these mountains aren't just mountains, yo. I was telling y'all to go look at the Troll movie. The movie on Netflix called Troll. It tell you right in there, the first scene. And it's not even just giant Nephilim, yo. Giant creatures too that they rebuilt over. You feel me? To preserve that shit.
There was two Egypts. The original Egypt was not in Africa. The original Egypt was here in North America. Yeah. Like like in the Grand Canyon, they found over 100 Egyptian mummified bodies in the Grand Canyon. And they found cave dwellings that house up to 50,000 people. And they found like Egyptian Sphinx in Tennessee. They found pyramids underwater in Tennessee and Iowa. There are more mummified bodies in North America found than anywhere else on the planet. See, remember, they used to call America the New World because this is the ancient land, not Africa.
To get this bread with a little hustle, anyone can get it, yeah. You're rocking with the man with the plan. When you're rocking.
Man, you can't tell me that don't make a lot of sense, man. That there are more mummies found in North America than anywhere on this planet. I mean, they say common sense ain't so common these days, so I get why people believe otherwise, and and they believe in the media.
If you measure the line that goes straight through the center of the structure, right here,
excuse me,
and then you go true north, it's 51.8 degrees. That angle is exactly the same angle as the pyramids of Giza. It is the same math, the same calculations as ancient Egyptians. Let me show you one more connection. In 1860, David Wyrick, he's a guy who surveyed the Newark earthworks. He was digging into a mound near those earthworks, and he found a wooden coffin made of oak. They opened up the coffin and found a skeleton of a man holding a little box. It was about 8.10 inches in size. The box had been cemented shut here. This, by the way, is sitting in Ohio. Well, he opened up the box and he found a little man inside, a little black stone. They took it to scholars and they looked at it. The man seems to be carrying something, and there's writing here at first they couldn't recognize. The writing is, they thought in 1860, some sort of Hebrew. Well, finally, about 20 years later, they found some rabbis living in the area, and the rabbis looked at that, and they could read it. They said it was an old kind of block Hebrew, and it was a rendition of the Ten Commandments. Now, this is another piece. Block Hebrew, they said they'd never seen anything like it. Mainstream archaeologists at the time called this a hoax. But then in 1900, or just about after 1900, in Israel, they found the same block-style Hebrew writing. Mainstream archaeologists still dismiss the findings. They found it in Israel, and they found it in Ohio. But there was another stone.
I'm completely upset and I'm shocked. It's evil.
Basketball court in the rim. I came up here on an October some years ago. I brought a broom because I knew it'd be debris all over the court. Now pay attention to my story. I started sweeping, getting it out of the way. It was hot that day. It was in October, and I couldn't believe it was that hot. So I grabbed my water because I was dehydrated, and I walked towards the rim. And as I walked towards the rim, I had a drink of water. While I was tilting my head to drink the water, I realized there was a reflection hitting the top of the rim. It looked like a diamond or something, but I didn't pay it no mind. You want to follow the story. So I decided to try to throw a half-court shot. Nothing's edited. Now, when I threw the shot, I heard some rattle, and I'm going to show you what it was. Do you see that? Do you see? That's what
Dang, not a razor.
I seen up there. And then I noticed another one was up there. So, okay. Take this tape, put it on the broomstick. I almost got it. Yeah. Look at that. A good parent if you don't share this video for your kid. You see the razor, right? He goes up to dunk. Do you know what's gonna happen when he comes down on that?
Now tell me, who would do that? I think you already know the answer to that, man. A hateful person. Now, what if that razor, somebody go to up, one of the kids go up to shoot the ball and they looking up trying to catch the rebound and it goes right in the eyeball or slices them in the face, anything like that. But mainly, eye injury like that blade could fall down and get stuck on the pointy side directly in your eye. Man, you definitely gonna be blind after that. But that's very horrific, sad, disgusting. Any other words you may have for that situation in the comment section, y'all be sure to comment them and let them know.
So something I found out about being neurodivergent is that you have the ability to focus and unfocus your eyes. Now, what do I mean by this? So a camera, right? You know how a camera, you can unfocus it and then the entire image is blurry and then you focus back in, and you can see things clearly. That's what I'm talking about. Except you can do that with your eyes, because in all actuality, that's what the camera is based off of anyway. It's based off of the human eye. Let me know if you can see it. Focus. 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 Can you tell? Shit, I thought everybody could do that, but apparently not. If you're neurodivergent or if you're like autistic or something, you can do that. Shit. Hey, you learn something new every day.
Todd as well.
The days are getting shorter officially, according to scientists. And there's two ways to look at this. Now, I've been telling everyone, if you've been following me, you know that I subscribe to the primer field model of the world, which is a flat plane inside of a torus field, at the bottom of the torus field, that holds water and matter and ice and like galaxies and things like that. But on this scale, it would be our world. On a larger scale or a smaller scale, you know, it's still a torus field, and the torus field on the microcosmic level would be the atom. The structure itself is the atom. It's the yin yang, the holy grail. Now, this model has a central black hole sun, which projects light. That's the stars that we see, the sun in the sky. They're luminaries. They are bioluminescent light and plasma. We don't understand exactly how they are, how they exist. Even NASA scientists do not understand the moon. They say it's impossible, it shouldn't be there. That's because it's not a solid rock in the sky. It's plasma. And so you have the sky is moving, the zodiac signs, the constellations are moving relative to the sun and the moon. And they're moving. And we live on the inert plane, which is inert means motionless. That's what it means. That's why it's called Earth. Earth. So we're not moving, the sun is. The only way that the days can be getting shorter is if the sun has started to speed up. And that's exactly what I've been saying. Back in September, the sun stopped. It seems to have stopped, not moving backwards faster through the zodiac, because it's in retrograde, moving backwards to the zodiac signs, right? But it stopped in Virgo. That means it had to have been speeding up to catch up with Virgo. It had to be moving faster so that it remained in Virgo as it was moving. And it slowly began to move back through the zodiac signs to the next, through Libra, and then Scorpio and Sagittarius and Capricorn. But it was behind now. And I kept saying, the sun is in Pisces, and it should be, when it was in Pisces, everybody's like, you know, the Aries eclipse. And I said, everybody's talking about the Aries eclipse, but no one's talking about the sun and the moon are not aligned. How can you have an actual eclipse if they're not aligned? They're in Pisces. They're not aligned with Aries. They're not in Aries. And of course, there was a big to-do about that, and it went viral, and everybody probably thought I was crazy, but everything I said has been observed. It's observable, so I'm not lying. I just have a different theory about why these things are happening, because, you know, there are also millions of people who agree with me because they believe in the flat earth model. They understand it. But people who don't and are indoctrinated into the heliocentric model, or just believe it, whatever, they're going to be in for a shock. Because everybody's about to find out real soon that we live on a flat plane inside of a primer field. They're slowly releasing this information. They've already said that there's torus fields around galaxies. I've been saying that for how long now? I've been showing you how a galaxy is a torus field.
Man,
we just don't see the actual torus field above it and below it. In the middle, it forms the galaxy. That's the model I'm talking about for our world. It's the same thing. And it's the model for the atom. It's just everything is on different scales, and everything is the same stuff. It's just vibrating at different frequencies. And so this would also explain why the weather is so weird. And it seems cooler in Florida, even though the sun is intensely hot. You see, that's the other thing I said, is that if there's a magnetic pole shift going on, the sun would be charged up and very bright and very hot, and we would be going through another solar maximum. And we are going through a solar maximum. So it's not specifically global warming. It's climate change due to these changes that are taking place. And so there will come a time very soon where we'll find out that was the solar maximum, because they can't tell you until like 7 months after the actual peak. And then they know, well, that was it. That was the max. And then we go into not global, but we go into a cooling period, a world cooling period, not a globe. That's what they call it, though. So the changes are coming. Winter is coming. The days will get shorter, and the weather will probably get colder, cooler. Maybe some areas will experience very temperate, beautiful weather. Some people will experience warmer weather and some colder, because that's climate change. That the torus field spins, it tilts and it spins, and that's the precession of the equinox. It's not the Earth spinning and tilting, it's the torus field, according to the geocentric model. And so that produces the same phenomenon, where if it's tilted, it's going to cause weather changes as it moves around. So I don't know, just thought I'd bring that up so you can ponder that tonight and lie awake in bed and think about it all night.
She definitely on to something, know what she's talking about, because if you remember, what I remember hearing was that, you know, we live on a flat plane, a flat surface, almost flat surface, but it's held up by 4 pillars. I wonder who or what y'all think those pillars are. If you know, you know, though. But yeah, and we have a firmament above us, so how could we ever leave? How could we leave to do that? Like, subscribe. I'm out.